Hello. Hi. Most people, when they're in their 70's and retire, they play golf, stay home, read magazines, and go with friends. But I didn't do that. I bought a 2022 R1250 GS Adventure, and I'll explain to you why. When I was still in the Philippines, my first motorcycle was a Honda 50cc. The cylinder head, one cylinder head, is about this size. And maybe many of you don't know what a Honda 50cc is. The next motorcycle was a Honda XL 175. And it gave me a lot of fun. Number two, I used it to work for a government bank, and I commute on a weekend 291 kilometers from the city where I live to where I work. And I come back on weekends. Aside from the 291 kilometers, there is another way, which is a shorter one, through the mountains, and I will save 100 kilometers. That's a lot of riding that I can save. The only catch is this road through the mountain was a government planned road that, well, the government didn't have money at that time. So they cleared the area, but every time it rains, because it always rains in the area, it washes off the road. So nobody can use this road. But this Honda XL 175 is an on and off road motorcycle, can go through that road. The fun of this is that as you go through this mountain, the forest, you can hear your exhaust. And since it's a one cylinder motorcycle, you can hear chug 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 chug, because I was traveling probably between 5 kilometers an hour to 10 or 15, depending on the area. And that's about 90, I believe, or at least 90 kilometers of forest before I reach the civilization. And if you run out of gas, or have a flat tire, or your chain break, you better leave the motorcycle, because no one passes through, and start walking. Unfortunately, very fortunate, nothing broke. I never ran out of gas. The motorcycle kept on running. The only problem I always have is not really a problem, but I always have to clean the chain. I take it off and I clean it with gasoline and diesel, and then soak it in half a liter of what do you call that? The oil that you use for differential fluid, which is heavier than oil. And that's how I do it. Anyway, it's really a lot of fun. And even in the city, if I park on the sidewalk, I just get off the sidewalk, which is probably about 10 inches high. I just jump off the sidewalk and go into the street. And no police officers will never ticket you for that. They don't mind about these little things. Anyway, when the bank moved me about 65 kilometers away from my hometown, it was fun, but it's all paved road. So I decided to sell the XL 175. I believe I got a Yamaha Twin. I can't remember if it is 200 or 400 cc. I really can't remember. I can remember it's a red tank, and that's about it. Then I went to the United States. I would like to study the American culture, the social problems of the American people, the homelessness, the gun violence, the policing system, and I traveled the entire United States. The motorcycles I have here were mostly, well, all of them were BMWs. You know why? Because of the lesson learned about Honda's chain drive. I wanted a shaft drive, and it's right here, the shaft drive. I don't have to touch it at least 1 or 2 years before. And I have the R60, R65, R75, R80, R90, and R100 RS. The R100 RS was fast, but when you're in traffic, stop and go, I can get hit from the middle of the engine. Although the cylinders were exposed on the outside of the fairing, I still get some hit. So I went to be able to travel fast around the United States. I plan to go to Mexico. And US and Canada. So I traveled all these areas, studying culture of the American people, culture of the Mexicans and Canadians, and how they deal with social problems. Anyway, one time I went through Colorado, and I was on Estes Park. I cannot remember how high is Estes Park, if it is 11,000 feet above sea level or 25 feet above sea level. You'll have to Google it. Anyway, I was leaving Estes Park, and I was going to make a U-turn, and a car cut me off in the middle of my U-turn, and I fell. The lesson I learned there is this. The side mirror is built into the fairing on the sides. One of them came off. I think the left side came off. I cannot put it back. So when I bought this, I like this. I replaced this mirror with one that's easy to adjust. And when I fall on this one will not break. Instead, it will fold like this. Easy. And this is about 110, 120, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, let's go back to BMW, this motorcycle. Oh, from the K1100 RS, I went to K11, 1200, I think KS, and then 1200 GT, and the last one, 2011 model, is a GTL. A GTL is huge. It's about 700 pounds. This is only 591 or about 600. So the GTL is 100 pounds heavier than this. It's a fast motorcycle, very fast. It can go to 165. But going fast on a motorcycle, it's not fun to me anymore, at least for my age. I wanted something like the Honda XL 175 where I can go on and off the road. And it'll be more fun for me. Not going fast is not fun. Anyway, so I always like this. After selling the GTL, I said I will retire from motorcycle riding. Last April 2021. I always look in the Craigslist, what's the latest on motorcycle, and someone was selling a 2020 R1200 GS Adventure. This is blue right here in the middle. And it says here HP. And it says the magic word was low suspension, low seat. The seat with splits black seat, and the back seat is up to here, and then there's a slope, and the front seat is way down here. So I got curious, and we went there one Saturday morning to look at the bike, and I was totally surprised because if I put both of my feet, I can tiptoe on both sides. But if I put it a little bit to the left, my left foot or right foot can be flat on the pavement. And I like it. And I wanted to buy the bike right there and then. I told the guy I would give him a check, and he didn't like that. I said, we can go to the bank, I'll pay you there, and he didn't like that. He wanted me to send him a bank wire him the money, and when the money cleared, then he will give me the motorcycle. And I said, no way in hell I'm going to do that. I'm not going to wire you money and then you disappear on me, and what do I do now? So after back and forth, I decided not to buy the bike. So that's in April, May. So I started looking around the entire United States. What's the best deal I can get? Until it reached November and I cannot get one. When I cannot get one, I said, I look at the dealers. Dealer says they will get it by late December or early January. So I keep on looking every day. Then this dealership in San Diego, about 100 miles away from us, he has this. So we went there Saturday morning, and I simply ride the bike off the stand, put my feet on the left, put my feet on the right, got the bike. And within the hour, I purchased the bike. And the last 3 bikes I bought from them when the dealer's owner was a different guy. Nonetheless, it's almost the same way I bought this. They're good to me. It was easy buy, and they're going to deliver the bike for a few dollars, like less than 200. And I'm so happy I got this. Now, why a GS Adventure? Why not a GS that will fit me much better? I'll tell you why. A GSA Adventure is 49 pounds heavier. And this is wider, the gas tank is wider. When it's wider, I believe I can get more protection from the wind if I'm on the highway. And I'm on the highway, out of town, out of state, I have a lot more gas. I can get 3 to 350 versus 200 on the GS. And I will save about 3,000-4,000 maybe. But here's the killer. I don't have to fill this up. When I'm in town, I don't have to fill this up. I can just put 2/3. That means I don't have that whole 22 pounds of difference. And you need to, whether you have a GS, you need to put this. And you need to add this. You need to add the lights, and the foot pegs is bigger than the GS. Well, if I put all those in a GS, it'll cost me about maybe around 4,000 plus labor. Not unless I'll do it myself. Well, I don't want to do that. I want a bike that's complete, that I don't have to mess up with everything except probably this and the headlight protector and excuse me. Excuse me. So, GS Adventure it is. Is it bigger than I am? Yes, it is. Can I ride it? Yes, I can. Because I can reach the ground. I believe this is low seat enough for me. Because I can put my feet on either the left or right as flat and tiptoe on both sides if I have to be right in the center. Can I take it off stand? Yes, I can. Can I put it on the side stand? Yes, I can. Now, this garage is 2.5 car garage. I have a BMW here, an old one, and he fits right here in the middle. And if I have to ride, I take the BMW car out, put it on the street, and put this in the middle. And what do I do? Here's what do I do to move this. I simply do this. It's very easy. And I'm ready to rock and roll. This is what I'm telling you that I have to add. This, I added this protector. You can buy this for 180, 190, close to 200. But I got this for about 78, about almost $80. You can flip this, you can remove this and just leave this, or remove this and just have this. You remove this to clean the headlight. Well, I decided to put them together. What else do I need? Well, I got the top case. It's aluminum in black. I don't know yet what to get for the side bags. I don't know if I wanted aluminum or soft. It'll be some decision that I have to do. How do I ride this? Let me show you how I deal with this. I just take off the side stand and put the side stand. I always ride like this. And that's where, see, my both feet are on the ground. If I wanted on the left, I can go like this. If I can go on the right, and my feet is flat on the right side. But not both feet are flat on both sides. Do I like this? Yes, I like this. A lot of people change this into a bigger one. No, I'm not going to get a bigger one. I love this. And actually, I love that it's low. I do not put it up like this. I like it low like this. I love the wind coming into my face when I'm riding. You're wearing your helmet, you're wearing sunglasses, you're okay. Or your windshield, you're okay. And it's right here. Because I'm short, the wind doesn't hit me too much. I can adjust this easily if I don't like the wind, if the wind is too much. And these are double back mirror. I think double take mirror, I think. And I liked it. Anyway, what else do I need other than that? I need GPS navigation. And I'll keep you updated next time when, so far I put only like five or so miles just around the street. Remember that when I bought this, I didn't even tested it. I already like it. I read a lot of feedback about it, and I know BMWs are high quality. The balance of BMWs are one of the best. To put this on a center stand is easy. That's very easy. And I need to update this. I think it's called Bark Buster because this is only a flimsy plastic. The Bark Buster, I believe, has aluminum metal here that will protect both sides of the controls. So I like that, and so I will buy that. And I'll let you know later how it rides. I'll give you a lot of feedback, but for now, remember this is a gold wheels, low suspension, and R1250 2022. And I like the red, white, and blue on the tank. And here, I like this. And right now, nationwide, I just checked this morning. This is the only one with low suspension. The other one that looks like this is standard suspension. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll give you feedback on the rides. Bye for now.